Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle here, and this is my gaming update number 7, which is a long overdue update. But before I get into the games, I just have two quick announcements that I'd like to make. Number one, a bunch of different gaming YouTubers have created a website called hiddenblock.com, where they kind of just post all of their videos on there. So if you're not subscribed to them, you can check out what they're all doing. Nintendo Fan for the Win is there, Balrog the Master, Brutal Moose, there's 5 or 6 of them. And the coolest thing that I think that is on that website is that they have a forum section. And they're almost at 350 members now, and I love forums. I used to be part of the IMDb boards, then after that I moved on to the Pure Ownage forums when they were making episodes. They're coming back with a movie, but they were absent for a few years, so I'm not part of that anymore. I had my own forum at one point a few years ago, and I've been part of a few different gaming forums, but I never really stuck to any of them. However, this new one I think will be my new forum home for quite a while because everyone is very respectable there. Everyone's nice. They're all kind of just, being very polite and just they're helping each other out, and there's no trolling going around. You get into these things where there's a bunch of different arguments, but everyone is being civil, which is nice, and really good topics too. And because it's new, everyone's just saying, what are you looking forward to in the Wii U games, the 3DS games, the Vita games. Basically, just a bunch of different things like that. What are you playing currently? Different gaming experiences. What was your first M-rated game? A bunch of cool things like that. So I'm really enjoying it. My name is Silver Kyle there, and I'll definitely be posting a lot more now that I finally got accepted. Because there's a little bit of a trick thing with the emails. But if you're having trouble, you can let me know, or if you can let one of the forum members know, forum admins know as well. So. That's the first announcement. Second announcement is a shout out to another YouTube member who has been one of my subscribers for quite a long time now, and he finally started making videos, and he thinks exactly like I do. If you like my videos and you like my opinions and thoughts on video games, check his channel out. He is probably even better than me in some areas. Like sometimes he thinks of something and I'm like, geez, that's an awesome idea, or man, I totally agree with this. So he thinks a lot like I do, but he expresses even more opinions and thoughts. It's like things that would be in the back of my mind that I never think about. So if you like my content, check his channel out, and that is KNorth2. So here's an annotation to his channel, also a link in the description box below. Now let's get on to the games here. Okay, there's a lot of games, but it was last gaming update was before Christmas, so I didn't play a lot of these games. I'm just adding to my backlog, but I promise I'm going to get to these games at one point, and my plan is to, if I'm going to be buying new games from now on, or at least for the next month, I will play them. That's the plan, and also try to chop away at this backlog. But let's go with the games that I've already talked about before in gaming updates, but kind of give you an idea of where I am now. Pokemon Soul Silver, I'm getting close to beating this game. I'm going for my 8th badge, and if I remember correctly, there's the Elite Four after this. Then, something about Johto. I don't know, there's more, isn't there? Once you beat the Elite Four in this game, there's more to it. Last time I played this game was the original Silver version on the Game Boy Color, which came out in, the year 2000? I probably last played that in 2001. So, my memory's a little bit foggy about what you have to do in this game. And the crazy thing is that I have 3 water-type Pokemon in my party right now. I have the starter water Pokemon, which is the Gator guy, I don't know how to pronounce it. I see his name all the time, but I just never pronounce it. I have a red Gyarados, and I have a Poliwhirl. I don't know why, but I do. And it sucks when I see like an electric Pokemon or a grass-type Pokemon. I'm like, this isn't going to go well. So it makes things interesting, in my opinion. But I'm really liking this game, and can't wait to beat it, to get on to some more Pokemon games, and another game that I recently picked up that I haven't played yet because I want to beat this one first. Next up, Halo 4. I've been playing more multiplayer in this. I love it. I haven't played enough of the multiplayer yet, though, because I've been playing so many other games, but this game keeps bringing me back. Sometimes I'll play a multiplayer, play 10, 20 hours of the multiplayer, and I'll be like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to just move on to other games and not go back to the multiplayer. For this game, though, I can see myself still playing this a year from now, just every once in a while going back to the multiplayer, and if I didn't have so many games to beat right now and play, I'd definitely be putting much more hours into this, because I love this multiplayer. If you're a Halo fan, definitely pick up the Halo 4 for the multiplayer. It's phenomenal. And the campaign as well, but I didn't play the campaign since my last gaming update, just strictly the multiplayer. Next up, Nintendo Land. Still probably my favorite game on the Wii U. Still playing more of the multiplayer every once in a while when somebody comes over, or family or friends come over. We always play this. Everybody just wants to play this. And my favorite games, because the last time I think I talked about this game, my favorite was Luigi's Ghost Mansion. Not the case anymore. Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. When you get to the end of that game and you're playing with I was playing with my friend and his girlfriend, fiance. Excuse me. Sorry, Jess. We played up till the end of the game, and it was just awesome. We would take turns being the one with the gamepad and using the crossbow. The other two would have the Wiimotes to fight with the swords. My favorite though, Zelda. Well, Zelda was always one of my favorites, but also Mario Chase and Animal Crossing Sweet Day. Mario Chase is you have the gamepad and you are Mario, and you have a map of where everyone is, and you kind of try to hide. So everyone else is looking at the TV. And they all have to use different, they're all kind of have their perspective of what they see, and they have to try to find you. So you can hide behind bushes, and if they can't find you, they just have to use a meter, basically, like how close or far you are, like kind of like hot and warm type of thing. And the other one is Animal Crossing Sweet Day. The person that has the gamepad is playing two guards, one with the left analog stick, one with the right analog stick, and you try to find each other. Awesome game, and you're the two guards, and you have to guard candy, because if the other players get 30 candy, you lose. So really fun, and awesome multiplayer game. Too bad it's local. They would have made that online. Man, the things that I'd be doing on that game. I would just be playing so many more hours, basically. So anyway, New Super Mario Bros. U. Another game that I wish had like online features. It would just be so fun to be able to just go online. I don't even need to have specific friends. I just want to be able to play it with 4 people. And the thing about this game is that I finally got to play more of the multiplayer aspect of it with my brother. And it's not as chaotic as the Wii version. The Wii version was kind of like everyone's screwing each other over and you're just bumping into each other and you die a lot more. This game you still die a lot, but it's more so your fault, not so much because you got screwed over, I find. It's a lot more fair, in my opinion. And there was this one area in this game when there was a bunch of different blocks moving, and if you jumped, you might hit like an electric little thing. And I was playing as a big Mario. Like I just had one mushroom, so I could only get hit once. So I was on this platform, and I'm here, and I jumped up, hit the wall, and I jumped back like this. And when I started falling down, so boom, boom, fell down here, hit the electric thing. Mario just does this thing like the bacon, and it's hilarious. The voice acting. He falls down, and then I'm little Mario, and then I land basically exactly where I was. I do it again, boom, in the wall, jump into the thing, the electric current. I die. I come back to life. I end up in the same area. Boom, boom, boom. Die again. My brother died of laughter. He just like fell to the ground. He was in tears. Like he was just laughing so much. And it's just a lot of moments like that that really make this game that much more fun when you're playing with other people. And I kind of see why the appeal is for local multiplayer, because for times like that when you can hear and see the person just, fall to the ground laughing. But it still would have been nice to have an online feature as well. So anyway, that's just my little gripes about what I would like for new Nintendo games. Nintendo, get with the program. We need multiplayer online, not just local. You're the king of the local games, but make yourself the king of the online as well. Next up, StarCraft 2. Still playing this game because I am preparing myself for Heart of the Swarm, which is coming out in mid-March. And things are going to change. Things are going to change. Basically, everything I'm learning now, not going to help me. But at least I won't be completely slow when I'm moving my characters. Because when you play an RTS game, you have to be fast. You have to be fast. And that's why I'm practicing a little bit with my brother here and there. Now let's talk about the games that are new purchases. BioShock isn't a new purchase, but I did play it since my last gaming update. And let's just get into them. There's only 4 new games here that I've played. I know. Ni no Kuni. I bought this one on launch date. I played 8 hours, and I did an impressions video, so if you really want to check that out, here's the impressions video of my first 8 hours into the game, but I haven't played it since, so my opinions haven't changed. I'm just starting to get into the area where it's getting really interesting. Really good game, though. I like the art style. It's about this kid that goes into this other world. Basically, there's 2 worlds. There's the regular world and the other world, which is where all the monsters are. And It's kind of like Pokemon. It reminds me of Pokemon a lot. You battle with monsters, but you also battle with yourself. As in, like, you can use one of the monsters to battle, or you can battle as the kid, who is a wizard, and he can heal himself, he can throw fire, a bunch of different things. Enjoyable game, but I still need to get back to this at some point and get further into the game, because I'm still at just the introductory part, basically, of the game, because it's an RPG. Next up, the Sly Cooper collection, which I picked up for, I think, $10 brand new on Boxing Day, which is a big sales day here in Canada, which happens every December 26th, the day after Christmas. And I beat the first Sly Cooper. And for an HD remake, it looks really nice. It plays very nice. It kind of, from what I remember, plays exactly like the old Sly Coopers do. And I'm enjoying it. I'm on Sly Cooper 2 now. And this is going to start taking me a while to get through all of them, because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to play just all of the Sly Cooper games. So I beat the first one in January, and now I'm slowly making my way through the second one. I'm taking my time with this so I don't burn out a Sly Cooper games. BioShock. Oh man, I'm upset that I never beat this game. It is so damn good. If you have never played BioShock and you're interested in getting BioShock Infinite, or even not even interested in getting BioShock Infinite, check this game out. If you're a fan of old first-person shooters on the PC, like I'm thinking like Doom and Quake and things like that, just old school gaming where you would have to, it's not just shoot, shoot, shoot. You have to go around, you have to look at everything that's in the area. You have to look for different ammo, different upgrades. Just basically look around the entire map and go back to different areas. Some people don't like doing that, but I found that in this game, it did it perfectly. You kind of knew where you were always going, and it was just, it rewarded you for exploring more of the game. You don't have to explore this much in the game. Disable all the machines or turn them on your side. But there's hacking involved, so that things are cheaper to purchase. Just a really good overall first-person shooter that I really enjoyed, and there's a nice twist to it, I find. I don't want to talk too much about it, but good twist in this. And for a 2007 game, I think it's 2007, damn good graphics for that time. Especially when you first see that you're underwater and you kind of see the whales and stuff. I was just like, wow, this is awesome. So I enjoyed that part. I'm going to take a sip of my water because I'm getting thirsty. My throat's getting dry from talking so much nonstop. Next up, Ragnarok Odyssey on the PlayStation Vita. Now this is the Mercenary Edition, which is kind of like their Collector's Edition. Comes with an art book and a soundtrack CD and some cards. So really cool. And I think it's like $10 more or something like that. So really worth it. And I think that they're still on the market now. So if you're interested in this, check it out. It's kind of like I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but as far as I can tell, this is kind of like what that is. You get quests and you go out into the world and you kill a bunch of monsters and then you come back. Kind of plain Jane like that. I'm only a few hours into the game, so I'm not very far. My goal is to play 2 hours a week of this game. So by the end of the year, I'll have it beaten by then. Just because I don't know, it's not gripping me with anything like the story or anything like that. It's kind of just like, if you like hack slash RPGs where you go out and you just kill a bunch of different monsters and come back and get your rewards and upgrade your armor and upgrade that kind of your magic and all that stuff. That's where I'm at in this game. I don't know if it picks up at some point. Maybe I'm just at the very beginning of the game and there's a little bit more. It's possible. There's also 4-player co-op, which I have not done yet though. So that's another thing that I can look into. Next up is all the games that I picked up that I have not beat yet. Now, that's a backlog, and that's a bad thing, but that's kind of what happens when you see a deal or you're like, I have to pick this up now. One of them being Fire Emblem Awakening. I still have not played the game. It is still sealed. I don't know if you can see that, but it is still sealed. And as soon as I beat Pokemon Soul Silver, I will beat this game. Play this game. Hopefully beat it as well. But the plan is I really want to beat Pokemon Soul Silver, so I'm not playing too many RPGs because I don't want it to get too nuts. And it's also another handheld RPG, so you only want to do a few RPGs at a time. And this will be the next one. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I don't know why I'm promising you all that I'm going to play that game. I think it's just because there's so much hype for this game. And I really want to play it. This is like one of my most anticipated games. Had I known about this game before I made my top 10 video games that I'm looking forward to, in 2013. That would have been at the top of the list, in the top 5 at least. Next up, some other 3DS games I picked up for $10. Shinobi, Nano Assault, which is kind of like a shooter game. Still haven't played those. Gonna play them at some point. Another game here, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which I just wanted to pick up because I wanted to support the $40 instead of a $60 game. So I also like. I'm also playing the Sly Cooper games, but I want to beat 2 and 3 before I jump into the 4th. So hopefully sometime this year I play that game. Next up is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I'm surprised I haven't played this yet. I picked it up for like $30, was a half off when they were having a sale, and I just haven't gotten into it yet. I have played the beta they had a few months back before they released the game, and I really enjoyed it, but I just haven't gone back to it, so gotta get into that. Next up, Dishonored. Once again, this is still sealed because got it also for $30 off. Heard a lot of good things about it, but just haven't had the time to play it. And last but not least is Kirby's 20th Adventure. Still haven't played any of these games. I got this at Christmas, and I probably should play at least the first one, because I think the first one is just a Game Boy game, and it's just like very short, so I should at least do that. But I haven't yet. So that's it for... oh, and I'm also playing The Legend of Dragoon on PSN, and Grand Theft Auto 3 on PSN as well. I purchased those on the PSN. And I'm currently playing them and doing Let's Plays of them on my Let's Play channel, which I'm also behind with. I've just been really busy this past little while. This weekend, I completed a first aid and CPR course, which was 16 hours, 8 hours each day. And before that I was working, so I've been quite busy, and now I'm starting to have some free time, and it's just going to be work-related stuff, hopefully, so I can get back on track with my Let's Play channel, and this channel as well, and start doing, I don't know, reviews. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And also playing games. So, anyway, Human Bearded in. I don't know how I'm going to get to you to do the beard. Well, I guess I can just, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it'll be worth it. Beardage!